If you are a PeopleSoft developer like me, it's very hard to escape trace. I use it day in and day out. It makes my life very easy. It's like riding a bicycle instead of walking. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set the trace for App Engine, and I will also explain in detail each and every trace parameter. Alright, let's get started. Go ahead and log in into PeopleSoft system. So navigate to People Tools, Process Scheduler and Processes. You can pick any App Engine program. For our demo, I'm using Delivered App Engine. This is a test App Engine program given by PeopleSoft. You can run this program from System Process Request component. So now navigate to Override Options, and here under Override Options you see Parameter List. Make sure you select Append. So what it does is when it triggers App Engine, it will append the trace parameters. If you are seeing first time, please close your eyes. I'm going to type some magic words. Alright, now you can open your eyes. Let me explain you one by one. The hyphen trace would generate the AET file for us. AET is nothing but it shows all the sequels that got executed. It also throws in the commits, rollbacks and so on. The next parameter is hyphen tools trace PC. Means you are requesting the program to set people code trace. It says tools trace PC. Lastly, you see tools trace SQL. So you are requesting the program to generate SQL trace. What's the matter with these numbers? I will explain that in a bit. Let me take the help of people code trace to explain you those numbers. So let me navigate to People Tools, Utilities, Debug and Trace People Code. Wow, you have multiple options. Couple of days back I went to a car showroom. So he gave me a menu list like saying do you want to rotate your tires? Do you want to fill in the air for all the 4 tires? Do you want to check your AC? There are multiple options. So I need to pick the ones. Similarly, till what level you want to generate the trace, you need to select the options from here. Like the car repair, the more options you select, the more time it takes to generate the trace, and even the file will be huge, like your bill. Alright, so now let me explain one by one. So this will show assignments to variable. What it means is, let me open any people code. I am looking for some assignments to variable. So these are all variable assignments. All these values will be shown in the people code trace file. And if you want to show fetched values, if you are using any SQL to fetch the values, it will show all the fetched value based on the SQL statement. If you have any function input output parameters, you need to select this option. If you want to show each and every line of people code executed, you need to select this option. So now you got the number. This is the number I used in the App Engine program. The more options you select, the number will increase. So let's navigate to the SQL trace. Like people code, you see multiple options here. If you want to show each and every SQL statement, you need to select the very first options. And if you want to show the bind values to the SQL statement, let me open any SQL statement here. So you see this is a SQL statement and these are the bind values, and if you want this bind values to be shown in the trace file, you need to pick that option. I always select this option, it's very helpful. or just in case if there is any rollback. So whenever an App Engine program abandons, the first thing I search for is the rollback statement. So normally in the trace file, the rollback wouldn't show up unless you select this trace SQL. This is my favorite trace parameter. For normally it's not required because it generates huge file, and likewise if you want to show the cursor, the SQL cursor, when it opens the cursor to fetch the data from the database, it will be shown in the trace, and again it generates huge price. And so this is the number I used when I set the trace for App Engine program. So I guess you got an overall idea like how to set the trace for App Engine program. Let me go ahead and run the program. I'm just running the program. The process ran to success. Click on details, view log trace, and it generated the AET trace which we talked about before, the people code trace. And let's view the trace file that it generated. So it has all the SQL statement, commit in the SQL trace and in the people code trace. You see it also have the SQL trace along with the people code trace. You see, this is the test App Engine because you don't see much people code here. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, feel free to subscribe. I will be coming up with one more video very soon. Bye bye.